on fire. Tell me, baby, I'm on fire.
Welcome in straight into episode 2. We haven't moved a muscle. We literally haven't. We've just been standing here brooding. And let's get going. So we've still got more stuff to do. So as you can see, we've started to uncover more of the map, and you can start to see the sheer size of this game is starting to unfold in front of you. We're at the church right now. We actually want to head up sort of this way. There's a item or two we want to get. But what we're going to do is use old torrent, and I think there's actually a skill just around the corner we want to pick up. Again, I haven't used skills nearly enough in this game. I've been very much either use magic or the attack, but skills seem to be really powerful against the AI and PvP. So we're definitely going to try out some of these. Sacred, was that Sacred Warblade? We could continue going up. Or go down. I think we'll continue going up. Oh, I've not hit jump. There we go. Again, it's still very much like find as much items, especially useful items, early on, and then we'll decide how we're going to set out. There's a troll up there. Oh, there's a. Oh, yeah, there's another church there. I could maybe get in the back of the church. Right. If we go in the front of that church, we're gonna end up in a bit of a fight. I might try and sneak in the back. But this is Caelid is an early on area of the game that people go like, if you can get here, you can get some really good stuff. Everything here is basically, not everything's gonna one-shot you, but most things will. Like, proper one hit. Like, look at the size of that bird. If he gets near us, we're done. This place, yeah, it's rotten, and that's like a really high level sort of like poison is rot. Oh, there's someone in that corner. Well, that was scary. If I'd been caught there, it would have been rough. Runes. And that, now I have been caught. Right, get out there. So there's an item along here that I want to pick up. I'm not sure we'll use it, but we'll maybe do a little photo shoot. But that's the wrong way. Now, these dogs here are absolutely vicious. So vicious they're actually birds, but if anyone's into anime and manga, but I've just got like a sword that it's kind of like the sword from Berserk, which is like a really over the top looking sword. I'd like to get to this. I'm not sure if anything's clocked me. Quick. Oh, jeez. Settle. Lenia.
Testing you to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you. If you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my
We'll
hand
agree
rest
to go.
upon
So
you.
Round Table Hold is
For better
effectively
man.
the player hub of this game. If you've played Dark Souls, if you've played Dark Souls 2, if you've played even Bloodborne, you kind of like end up with a sort of hub, or Dark Souls 3 even, a hub where there's lots of NPCs to talk to and stuff. That is exactly what's happening here. We could go around talking to them all. I think what I'll do, I'll just quickly fire through each of their opening dialogue. So most of these guys just sell you spells and stuff like that. Some of them are, you know, actual questline stuff.
Well, just the honor of. By the way, she's my servant. Take your eyes off if you find her.
Just fire through
She's
stuff.
a servant to my house. She's been my companion since I've lost count. Honestly.
This place is quite handy though, because there is a smith here.
You're new, no matter how you're.
I really like this guy. I'm going to ask him about his chain. So basically he's chained to the wall. He is a prisoner, but he doesn't mind it.
No, well, no crime. My being a besides, despite my decides here.
Oh. You can add ground slam to that and then it becomes a strength scaling weapon. Wow. That's interesting. I might do that. Makes it a little weaker because our strength isn't as, but B scaling is better scaling than D scaling. So if we start putting up strength, quite like that, but I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Unfortunately, you can't make me. I haven't decided what I want to do. But yeah, this is a little hub that we'll be in a fair bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to go back to where we were. And we're going to go hunt down some more stuff. I just want to get a decent amount, so there's a few key things I want to pick up, and then we basically go take on our first tough fight. Because there's a again, it's to get a weapon, and then once we've got that weapon, we can decide what we're gonna do. And from there, we'll get rolling, and we'll start taking on dungeons and all sorts. It'll be quite a change of pace. This just shows you that you really don't, and it's because I've played a wee bit of this game already. I know that you don't have to just rush in and be like, right, let's go fight everything. You have to use your brain in these games to take advantage of what the game does give you, because the game will take plenty of unfair situations. It's kind of like what the Soulsborne games are like. It's not to frustrate. It's to allow you to sort of find out, you know, learn by repetition. But it isn't. They're not like, oh, let's frustrate the hell out of these players. That's not really what it's about. I think there's something down here. No, I thought there was one of those balls that you could, the beetles that you could attack, and he'd drop something decent. Maybe it's this way. No, you gotta be careful around here. There are enemies, but again, there he is. I see a sight of grace as well. Oh god, I've gone full panic. This guy's tougher than ours. So life steal fist. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Interesting. I didn't even think there was a sight of grace here. Is that there's a guy over there. Let's go talk to that guy as well. Although I've been here, I haven't really done that much here. I just know that there's an item here that I'd like to get my hands on early. You can kill these guys and put take a bell to these someone at the round table hold, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to see what he had. Nothing overly interesting. get back on it. And we'll explore all this sort of stuff later when we have a better idea of what the hell it's for. If we ever do. Let's see if I can do this. Again, this is not somewhere I should be this early in the game, just to be clear. Oh god. I think this is going to be our first death. Pick it up, 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 right. Go, jump, right. That's a legit death. Death number 1. So, we'll go back to the last site of Grace visit, because we don't really want to be around those things, because they are gonna... We've put nothing in this character. We were always gonna get one shot there, but I don't know if you saw what I picked up. I'm going to show you. Oh, I should show you the Berserk sword as well. So, this is... We're back. We've died, but... We lose our runes. Fortunately, we weren't carrying many. This is what we just picked up. We picked up a meteoric ore blade, sorry. It scales with strength, intelligence, and dexterity. You need quite a high intelligence to wield it. I'm just wondering if we do double katana build. So we got 2 katanas. We got the Yuji katana, and we got the meteoric ore blade. Now, meteoric ore blade looks cool. It also deals magic damage, which is handy. It skills gravitas, which is like a gravity skill, pulls enemies towards you. Very useful weapon if you're doing a mage build, a magic build. I'm not sure if we're going to lean that way. I definitely want to do a blood loss build because I think blood loss is quite OP. If you are smart and you build a character based around it. But we want to become the final boss, so whatever we become, we better be OP, otherwise we've done something wrong. I'm not sure you can become OP early on. There's very, very scary bosses in this. And this greatsword, this big boy here, see, it puts our load to heavy load. If you go heavy load, that means we get a slow roll, which is not ideal. Does a whack of damage. It's very slow. I think I'd like a quicker weapon. Those weapons there, none of them so far the one I truly want to use. I think Yuji Katana will be there and it'll be useful, and we'll keep that for the meantime. But one of the first things we're going to do, fighting wise, is we're going to go and try and get ourselves a weapon I think could carry us for... Not carry us, but could be useful for a lot of this game. Right, so there. So we actually have to go... we're going to continue round because we want to get the map of this area. I think there's maybe another site of grace we can pick up on the way. But that was actually, even though that was our first death, that was actually a successful run. This was not going to be a no-death run, just to be clear. The fact that we went episode 1 without falling off the side of a cliff, stupidly or anything like that, pretty happy with that. There's another site of grace. We're going to sit down at it just to... No, we're not. We don't need to. Just get going. We're sort of heading over towards... That is a dragon. On the right. And he's waking up. Oh, yeah. Pretty good, eh? Got a keen eye for detail. I saw that dragon a mile off. Oh, look at that skull. I just noticed that there. That's cool. What does this guy sell? Nothing overly interesting. Cookbook, always good, but... So we could continue going around. And up there. That's through a village, and that village is absolutely rough. But when in Rome... Oh, look at those big blooming crows. Look at that troll! He's gonna be a problem, isn't he? I wonder if he'll just wait patiently. I don't think he will. He's definitely good. do something. Can I pick up this item? What about this one? Just sort of coast by some of these people, which is quite funny. Interesting. I kind of thought they were gonna... That's gonna tell us, like, go to the shack. So that is a pet dog. So that guy's not gonna attack us unless you attack it. If you attack it, you're just mean. What's this guy?
A pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gary, a great sage. In my day,
Keeping track of all these NPCs, that's on you, chat, by the way. I don't know any of these quest lines, so...
A strapping young
Try and put 2 and 2 together. Hopefully no like, I don't want major spoilers in the chat, but if you think there's something that I should know that will help me or something I pass, feel free to hit me with it. I'm no expert.
The town you see there.
But we're gonna become an expert, that's the plan.
Then I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness.
That's not good.
The rotting when the earth, but Millicent, for this, seek the needle.
Find a needle, okay. I'm pretty sure I've been in here before and it was Allx. Now keep in mind, we have still not put anything into our character level wise, which means like no additional health, no additional endurance, nothing. So we're just... If we get hit by anything here, we're basically done. I want that. That's not where I wanted to be. Oh god. Right. Out here. Is there an out? Oh god. We're actually not sure where we're going. What's this? Oh. Forward. Right. They look mean. Oh, those things look mean. What's that? I think we stand here. It'll loop back round, right? I'd like to hit this thing. Oh, missed it. No idea what that is. Wait again, or is that thing gonna come and get me? Feels like it's looking at me. Let's go up here. I know we're in Khalid. Here it comes. Poison armament. Oh, that's cool. Right, well, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. We've actually ended up... I mean, that's a big boy. That was easier than I thought it would be. We didn't get anything cool, apparently. This is actually somewhere I was gonna consider going, and we've ended up here anyway, which is pretty cool. Because there's a item here. This item. Go on. Oh, get away from the magic. All these guys are blowing up. Brilliant. So this is rot. Everything here will sting a lot. So we just stay on the horse. And we avoid getting into fights with guys we can't beat. Go down here. This leads us to a spell that's quite good early. It's a good early spell if you're going to do magic, which I'm not convinced we won't, or we are. It's, you know, get rid of these, get out away from those guys. We go up here. Get Traveler's gear. And then, oh my lord, that guy came out of the ground. And then there's an enemy in that building. If you go around the back, you get, honest to God, a staff that can basically take you to sort of like the end of the game. So it's got S scaling with magic. So if you're going to do a magic build and you're going to use Rock Sling, we've just picked up the item that you want. We've kind of, I've kind of, in a roundabout way, done what I intended to do. So there's just a couple of sites of grace that are just up here, so might as well go grab them now. Otherwise, we're quite happy with what we've done. So I know this. I don't know how this comes across to me. People are like, "Oh, what's really happening?" So what you can see, obviously, I've made cuts and stuff, so you can't just follow the exact same path as I have. But oh my lord, I've gone the wrong way. We were here before, right? Ah, I've gone the wrong way. Now I'm just lost. Ah, okay, we were right next to it. Okay. The reason why I ended up, or I didn't mean to be, is I've completely... Now there's an enemy nearby, so I can't look at the map. So what we're going to do is we're going to just... What is that? We're going to go this way. The giant flowers are no joke, by the way. They do a heap of magic damage and stuff. As do these, probably. So let's get away from them. This one's still locked onto me. Interesting. So this is where we picked up the map. I want to be, oh, I want to be up there. Alright, so I'm miles away. I'm miles away from where I thought it was, right? So, very tricky. When everything looks like it looks like it'll hurt you, and that's everything, eventually you're like, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So, we're gonna turn around, and we'll head up sort of that way. I think if we head over here, there might be a jump. Don't know if it's a jump or not. I think we can get from here to like over there. A very small jump here. Yeah. We breeze over that, and there is another site of grace. Is that a dragon? I think it's a dead dragon. I hope it's a dead dragon. He looks dead. He doesn't look lively. Let's put it that way. Head up this way. I think there's a guy at the top here. Yeah, you see that shack? I want to get there. Oh, there's lots of dogs. I want to get to the shack. Now, this shack at the top, which I think is like... I can't remember the name of it. It's like a... Whoa, hermit shack or something like that. Whoa, we're in trouble. We've made a bit of a mistake. Bit of a mistake has been made. Touch it. Right. Sit. Isolated merchants. That shack. That's the one. Not really a hermit. Oh, so by resting there, that'll reset the dogs in the surrounding area. We can then talk to this mister here.
Well, it's been an age since. How can I help?
Now the thing here is, I want this, which is a beast repellent torch. That means when we hold that torch, things like wolves and that will actually just leave us alone, and it's quite handy for certain areas.
A safe journey.
And a torch is very useful for some dungeons. Now, we can't afford it, but I may be able to get enough runes by using these. Let's select another. Let's use 5 of these little ones. So I need to use 1 more. Just use 1. Yeah. More than enough.
Anything else?
And beautiful.
A
We got it.
safe journey.
I haven't really looked at our equipment at all, but what we'll do is I'll get rid of the bow right now, and everything else kind of stays the same. Like I said, we haven't picked up much armor. We've picked up some traveler's armor and stuff like that, but nothing that is really very useful right now. I just take a run down that way. We're not far from picking up the item that is down there, the map fragment. I don't know if being chased by dogs is worth it here, but it looks like that's what we're doing. Oh, idiot. Maybe if we just weave in and out, we'll be too fast. Oh, God. I'm so stupid. They're gonna chase me for ages, aren't they? Ah, boy. Ah, there's the bit we need to go to. And there's some dragons. Lovely. Let's go around and avoid the dragons. For now. Oh, there's another dragon in front of us. Magic. We're doing such a good job of avoiding danger. And this is genuine danger if I get this wrong. I think that, yeah, there was a cliff there. I was almost going to just run straight forward, so. When in Rome. Cheeky little lost sight of grace. Back on the old horse. And there's a sight of grace at the top of this hill here, which we'd like to reach. We'd like to reach it, and we gotta watch out for boulders, because boulders start getting flung in our direction here. And it's the worst kind of boulders because they're magic boulders and they just appear out of nowhere, so be ready for it. Look at that one. Hard to miss, really, those boulders, eh? Yes, hard to miss. Damn. Death number 2, we haven't really fought anything that's killed us. We haven't gone toe to toe. That was just, that was just stupidity on my part. Right, there's got to be a better way to get around. Oh, there is. Right. Yes, indeed there is. We need to be... maybe all the way back here. We're going to go to the Third Church of Marika. And you're like, why are you going back there? Aren't you trying to go to the top of Caelid? I am trying to go to the top of Caelid. There's something there. There's something there we want to see. There's a few things we actually want to get there. One of them's a bit tricky to get hold of, and but at least it's worth squeeze being worth the juice. That's the key thing. If we just quickly go here to the corner, just next to the Third Church of Marika, there's a little portal. And we're gonna jump straight in. We're gonna think nothing of it. We'll be fine. Great Bulls Dragon Bar, and if we turn round, Big scary boss. So we run forward. Open up these doors. There's a lad at the end there. You can talk to him. We don't need to because we don't have anything that he'll get any interest in right now. So, Lost Grace discovered. We'll just rest. There's no real need for us to rest, but we'll rest there. You can get on your horse here. That's handy. Go out to the right. Find a little, a nice little area here. Off the horse. We're gonna go to the edge. We're gonna realize we are not in the right bit. We're gonna question where we may go. Here we go. We're gonna walk off. We land there. We then get on the horse. Because we're not stupid. We walk off here. Land there. We walk off here. And there. Like, this is, they've added a few areas like this in the game that's really good platforming. For a game like this, where platforming is the last thing you're thinking about. They've done some really cool things. We're gonna edge toward the edge for a fall. Take a bit of damage. Drink our soup. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna go in there. Pick up everything that's here. We're gonna go down here. Go on the side here. Making this look easy. Leap because I'm a little scared. Oh, we did take damage there. Actually didn't think we'd take damage there, so fair play. And this actually leads us to a very good talisman in this game. One that we likely will equip early on. There should be a dude along here. There's actually a dagger here, which is also quite interesting. We'll take a look at that, and we need to get around this guy. Okay. So shoot. Didn't really need to do that, but at the same time, why not? Find him roam. Come on then, punk. There you go. There's the power of blood loss. And because we killed him, I was hoping we could use our map. It won't let us. Oh, come on. I've got 887 souls. Runes. I'm going to continually do that in this series. We're going to keep calling them souls, and we should be calling them runes. But it's telling me somebody is aggro on me right now, which is annoying. Let's go all the way to the far side, see if there's another bat. If not, we might have to fling ourselves off the edge of the cliff, which is kind of annoying because 887 soul runes is not bad. Beggars can't be choosers. There's literally nowhere else to go from here, so we can't climb back up or anything like that. I'm expecting a bat or something around here. And I'm wrong. That is annoying. I don't have anything that would be like, would allow me to keep my runes. Unfortunate. So what we got off this guy is a Cinqueda, which is a guarded damage. It's got guarded damage negation. A quick step, skill prized by the crafting fleet foot. Short sword given to high-ranking clergymen of Farum Azula, raises potency of bestial incantations. So that's what the guy above in that bestial thing actually provides you if you bring him items called Death Root. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any Death Root, and we probably won't have Death Root for a little while till we find some, or till we kill these things called Mariners, and they're pretty tricky. And keep in mind, we've yet to spend a single rune on our character. That's really frustrating. Gonna have to kill myself. We're gonna kill ourselves. This will still go down as a death, unfortunately. Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Death number 3. Now we've had 3 deaths. One of them well, not on purpose, but we accepted it. Second one, I stupidly ran in a boulder. Third one, again, on purpose. So we want to get that, we run past that boss. There's actually a golden seed down here, which is good. You'll notice these little enemies, they're actually tough as anything, so go around them. Avoid them as best we can. Because they're basically one-shot machines against us right now. They would absolutely cream us. There's another nice little, Site of Grace. Oh. A nice bridge, but there's a better one up here. Kinda better. It's not really better, but it's we like it better. Again, there's these little enemies around here, and they are tough as nails. See them lying in wait there to jump you. Now, because it's daytime, there's no enemy on this bridge. There is a boss here. He's not that bad. He's actually one of the first bosses we will probably beat. We might come back and take that guy on because there's a wee little trick, and I think it's one of the joys of Elden Ring when these bosses can be beaten with these wee little tricks. But we'll see. The question is, can I beat the guy that I want to so I can get a weapon early on? We will find out soon enough. So we're heading there after a quick little detour into this building. And what we want to do here is, we want to go up here, we want to land on that roof there. Land on it. Down. Whoa. Wow, very close. Hold on, this is Lion's Rise. We go up here. There's an elevator we're going to use. Again, this is just a good item. If you're doing a first time play of this game, this is an area you can get to without having to beat any bosses. It gets you something that you're never going to go, oh, can't believe I've got that. Or you don't even have to use it, but having it is better than not having it. And that is a memory stone. And a memory stone basically allows you to equip more spells. So, really handy this early on in the game. Now we're going to go all the way back to basically where we started. First step. We're away to go speak to a man named Yura, and after we speak to Yura, we're going to try and go beat someone, kill someone who is considered a relatively tough enemy this early in the game. I think one of the first NPC invasions you get, but by talking to Yura first, he'll come and help us, and hopefully Yura can put this guy down. And if he can, we get a weapon that I'm interested in using. And then the fun begins. Then the very next episode, all bets are off, and we start hitting up dungeons and bosses and all sorts, and fight flying bats that right now we have no time for. Exciting, isn't it? I actually think there's something in here. Yeah, there is. So again, another weapon early on, right at the start of the game. You can go get this. A very popular game from other of the Soulsborne series games. You can go get yourself a twin blade. If you're a big Darth Maul fan, this is where you go. As close as you'll get to it. And then have a look over here. Now, that guy on the horse, I'm not sure if he's chasing us or not. He was looking in our direction. And now you meet one of my favourite NPCs I've met so far in this game.
You must be the new tarnished.
I really like that helmet.
Steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. A dragon roosts there.
He's warned us about a dragon.
As it is majestic. So don't be a fool.
So basically he says steer clear of the lake. Where do you think we're heading? Up. And we're going a certain part of the lake, but still kind of feels like we've really just ignored what he said, huh? And we have. And we're not pretending otherwise. I genuinely don't know how hard or easy this will be to do. I mean, those guys are clearly way jumping. Let's just try and ignore them best we can. So we spoke to Yura because there's a man he is hunting, effectively, that is gonna show up here. So yeah, we had to get off our horse. We run a bit more ahead. He should appear in front of us. There we go. This guy. This guy has a really cool dagger, and we want it. But we gotta do some damage to him. Right. Effectively, this dagger. I'm hoping Yura's gonna show up here. See that? See how it shoots? That blood thing. Oh god! Right, that's bad. Oh, come on! Where are you? Where are you, Yura? I've done it at the wrong time. Where is he? Where's Yura? There he is. Oh, he's miles away. Oh, I haven't leveled up at all. Come on, Yura. Get him, Yura. I gotta watch out for that other guy. Yura should be able to solo this guy alone. I can't help myself but get involved. Come on, Yura. Katana bros for life. Roll. Oh, roll. Oh god, he's going for me. If he kills me, all is lost. If he kills Yura, as long as I can get him. Oh god. And not all is lost. We can just go and attempt again, but really don't want to. Oh! Because his dagger has blood loss, a bit like my Yuji katana. A couple of hits and he basically will wipe us out. I won it. I did it. It was all me. And a cheeky bow. And that weapon there, Reduvia, that is what I was after. Beautiful. Now, before we go take a look at that weapon and why I want it in the first place, and actually start playing this game in earnest. Now, keep in mind, you could keep playing or doing the way that I've set off here by going picking up weapons and stuff. You could do that for hours and you could get a lot more gear before you really do anything. It's not necessary, but it is a good way of getting yourself on the right path early on.
You must have seen your share of battle.
We talk to you here.
As you might recall, Hunter of Bloody Fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own.
He hunts people who invade other people.
You're certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade. Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again.
Oh, we will meet again. And what we'll do here, we will head... Oh. Head this way. Poison Bloom, and there's actually a little area down here. this is a dungeon. These dungeons we're going to start going through very soon, but we're just going to nip into this one. Grab a... Just touch the site of grace, and then we'll get back out. That's all we're doing. With that one, anyway. As you can see, that guy, he jumped down from above. There's 2 of them even. Off we go. Having a quick scope around. Is there anything here? Oh, there's... Ah, is this the artist shack? Nara smithing stone. Beautiful. Woman instinct. So those paintings, you pick them up and then they open up sort of like little items that will be left around in the spot if you can find that place. Pretty cool. And then last thing we're going to do before we level up our character at all. Now remember, we haven't got a lot of runes, so what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at the weapons and decide with everything I've picked up what we're going to use initially, and then we'll take it from there. But what we'll do, yes, you can see there's a troll up there. You might have seen this in other people's playthroughs. Troll's going to jump down, but we're too quick for him. And these archers, and we're going to just launch ourselves up here. We're then going to take a wee trip to the left before we loop back round to the right. And again, if you are starting an Elden Ring save and you're looking at this video or any of my videos and you're thinking like, oh, this guy knows where all the good stuff is. It's only really early game stuff, but I suggest there's nothing wrong with dying 100 times at the start when you've got no runes. You should never feel bad about dying in this game, right? The game is, it's a difficult game. That's what makes it so good when you achieve something. So all I'm doing is I'm collecting stuff that I know we can use, smithing stones and whatnot. Effectively, it's taken a little bit of what people like to call, you know, when people do speed runs of these games, it's always impressive, whether they be you glitched or otherwise. This is just good tactics that you can get from by watching certain videos and stuff. Like, they'll go out and they know exactly how many stones they need to pick up to upgrade certain items, etc. Did we pick up the golden seed? We didn't. So we pick up the golden seed. Handy. Stay off to the right here. There is actually some wolves that are going to drop in on us, but what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, avoid them entirely, get off torrent, jump up here. I think this is another stone sword key. We head down. There's an NPC here.
Been grafted.
This is just horrifying, by the way.
With me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken, their legs taken, even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it.
Oh, quite the lark.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us 2 peas in a pod.
I don't think I want to be part of this spider.
It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head.
Agreed.
I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
We get spirit jellyfish ashes.
Poor thing deserves some.
So ashes are like summons, like NPC summons that can help you along, and we will be using them because they're fun and also they're very helpful for distraction and stuff.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, tell them I love and finally get him.
Remember, we're looking to become the final boss, which means get as much runes, eat as many foes as possible. This is not a... We're gonna beat the game with a wooden spoon. That is not what this is. We're not doing any sort of challenge run here. I just want to enjoy the game, and part of that for me is not getting our arses kicked. Ideally. She's still there? She is, okay. I think if I go to the round table hold, she joins us there. So, as you can see, what we've done so far, we've picked up plenty sites of grace. We're starting to uncover lots of stuff. There are some dungeons back here that we could go take on, and that's what we intend to do. So we're gonna go to the Church of Ella, and we're gonna meet somebody for the first time. They're gonna give us some pretty cool doggies, and then we're gonna take a look at the gear we've picked up and see what we're gonna use. Let's go talk to this bard.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed.
That's me.
And upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Beautiful.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Spooky, right? So, oh, there's another thing. We can talk to Kale here, and he'll tell us about the howling we encountered earlier.
Weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something? The howl of a wolf in the mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
So, finger snap.
There are others of my people who yet, if the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them to my people. Wanderers all, which is why we cannot settle. But instead, thanks to that, things are not so. I think this makes us kin to your people, the Tarni. Perhaps you don't need to hear this. See that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving.
I am not gonna mess with him. Not really anything else we really need to pick up here from him right now. We could pick up stuff like the cookbooks. That's probably something we need to pick up at some point if we wanted to get crafting. I've got 1,200 runes on me right now, and I think that's probably best
for now
spent on upgrading our weapon. So let's have a quick... Right, so we killed that guy specifically for a weapon, and the weapon I wanted is this. So ideally, this Reduvia dagger, which I think is... It's light. The physical damage you might be looking at going like, that's not great. It's got great critical damage. Slightly higher than R1 speed, and that is a dagger. Now, strength scaling's only an E, not great. We could maybe... Oh, we can't change that, of course. Okay, so it's got a special... it's kind of like a unique arrow. The Reduvia Blood Blade. So slash with wicked dagger transforming. It's never drying bloodstains. Airborne blades that cause blood loss can be fired in rapid succession. That's kind of what we want to use it for. This dagger rips the flesh as it enters, inflicting blood loss with sickening efficiency. A proud testament to the success of its vicious design. This weapon is perpetually coated in blood. I like it. Now, I could use 2 daggers. That's a short sword, but looks like a dagger on me. I think we probably keep the Yuji Katana, and I might change it so that it scales with with strength, but I don't know because that dagger doesn't really scale well at all. But I think it would be pretty good. I guess the question is how much would we have to put into arcane to get the most out of it. I guess upgrading it would be the key thing and understanding how good that's going to become. I think we'll upgrade the Yuji Katana, but I do want to look to use that. Weapon-wise, so as you can see, we managed to pick up a glintstone staff, and we've also picked up a meteorite staff. The meteorite staff in scaling with intelligence, but I think we're going to lean away from the magic stuff. If we get strength up, we can use the great turtle shell shield as well. I'd like to kind of do a bit of a strength build, but that doesn't really lead itself with blood loss. So I think what we'll stick with right now is the Yuji Katana and the Reduvia blade. Once we can wield the Reduvia blade, so we need to put some levels into arcane, etc. So yeah, so we need some levels. How are we going to do that? We need to maybe beat a boss. That might be their first call of action, to go and beat one of the Night Cavalry. I know just the man. If we go level, and this is where, like, it's how you increase. So as you can see, as you go through the attribute points here, it highlights what it will increase. So when you get arcane up, we put 1 level in that. That takes it. We only can go up to level 10. So we need to get that to 13 before we can use the dagger that I want. So I think that's the first course of action, is to get that up. So the plan is, for episode 3, we're going to go get some runes, and then we're going to start using these weapons. And we're going to actually make our way around probably this area first. The first boss we're actually going to beat is not here. We're actually going to go over this way. We might even take on a second boss as well. We're going to get a lot of runes in the next episode, so do tune in. If you've enjoyed this, I'd appreciate likes, comment away. What do you want to see? Do you think I need to go in more detail in the items, or do you think I should just rattle off a bunch of boss fights in a row and stuff like that? I think what we'll do is we'll probably clip it together based on, like, actual interaction with the game as we go through, you know, fighting different things and that. So we'll see how the editing goes for these first 2 episodes, and then feedback would be much appreciated. So I'll see you next time when we again strive to become the final boss of Elden Ring. Catch you later.
I'm on fire.